Hello, this is Dr. Pepe. I'm going over the domain of professional practice and ethics, which is domain 1 in the National Counseling Examination. And today we're going to be reviewing subgroup C, which says practice legal and ethical counseling. So it's important to kind of understand those two terms, right? So I want to start off with the legality. The legality is referring to the law, whether it's national law, state law, or city law, right? So these laws are implemented, and in counseling, there are laws to protect the client, right? We don't want a counselor having inappropriate relationships with a minor, for example. If I'm a school counselor, I wouldn't want a colleague or even myself to have inappropriate touch or an inappropriate relationship with a minor, because that, well, there's a lot of things wrong with that, but you talk about abuse or power imbalance or using your privilege in order to take advantage of a minor. So to me, when I think of a law is what society has implemented as a social norm. And if those social norms are not followed, then there are legal consequences. Now, the second part of this domain is what is ethical, right? So, to me, the biggest difference between what is legal and what is ethical is that something may be legal, but it's not necessarily ethical, right? So, as a licensed professional counselor myself, the state of Texas, the board here, the BHEC board, they have a legal or an ethical document that kind of gives licensed professional counselors the different domains of the different ethical guidelines. So, for example, what to do when someone offers a gift. There are ethical guidelines. Now, you might say, well, that's legal, right? Like if someone gives me a gift, well, they're doing it out of their heart, and that's legal, right? But then there are also ethical considerations that you have to keep in mind, because as a licensed professional counselor in Texas, part of your duty is to understand what the ethical competencies are. So as far as the ethical competencies, to me, the kind of the biggest, or kind of the most general one is non-maleficence, right? Do no harm. And to me, as a counselor, I am in a position of power because the client is coming to me in a vulnerable state, right? They're coming to me because they realize that something is not right, that their mental health is having something that is not letting them function to their best ability. So to me, the non-maleficence is kind of what I think when I think of ethics, right? Like I do not want to harm my clients, and I want to do the opposite, right? I want to do the benefits. So if someone is coming to me for counseling, then I want to serve them and ultimately to help them in a way that would address some of those mental health concerns. So again, the two big takeaways for this subdomain is to realize what the legality as well as the ethical domains look like in the field of counseling.